What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got an OP more right here for you. Tribe Gaming versus Hanoi Royal, guys. This was Tribe Gaming's matchup in the round of 32 of the CWL esports playoffs with the $5,000 prize pool that you guys have seen me stream a lot of other wars of. But this one was Tribe Gaming's matchup, and we got a perfect war, and we also got perfected. So wow, how about this? It's actually going to end up being a rematch, guys. That's going to be played tomorrow, and make sure you guys go check it out on Twitch. If you're seeing this video as soon as I post it, it's going to be replayed actually Tuesday, so it depends on when you're watching this. If you're watching this video on Monday, it's going to be replayed tomorrow. If you're not seeing this video until Tuesday, make sure you go watch it today over on Twitch. And I'll probably be making another video of the rematch, assuming it's going to be just as good as this one. But let's go ahead and check out all the attacks in this war, because it was so exciting. We'll start from the very beginning. We attacked first, and as usual, Nick went in first right here, coming in with the drag bat. Let's go and see how he did it on this base right here. Go ahead and watch most of these in 2 times. On this one, he's going to drop the queen up at 1 o'clock. She's going to be able to get the air defense and make a little bit of a funnel here. He's actually going to use the BK to walk from 9 towards 6. The Royal Champion to go in and damage the scatter shot here. He wanted her to get the scatter shot, but the Tesla farm kind of stalled her up a bit there, so she doesn't really get the scatter. But it's okay, because the dragons are going to be able to get it anyway. The king makes a nice funnel. He blimps from behind the warden there on the top side, and then just warden abilities here to save everybody. And the blimp makes it to the town hall, even though there's a tornado trap there. Town hall goes down, and I mean, look at this, guys. He could basically overkill this base without even using the bats. I mean, I don't know if he actually even needed these bats. He's going to use one of the freezes over at 3 o'clock just to help keep all these dragons alive through the single target inferno and the air defense here. But I mean, this base is crushed. Nick with the drag bat, he swags 2 freezes. Probably could have just swagged all the bats and just used the freezes to keep the dragons alive. I mean, this plan was amazing. The execution was perfect here from Nick to start off the war, and it was a really fast attack too. And that's the story of this war. After we were getting all these triples back to back to back, and they were tripling us as well, it was coming down to we were trying to fight for who could get the best time, the average attack duration, because you know the Supercell tournaments like Worlds and whatnot, that's the tiebreaker for a perfect tie like this. It would have been attack duration. But in this particular league, that's not the tiebreaker, so we're going to actually end up doing a rematch. But let's go ahead and check out Tom's attack here, coming in with the E-Dragons on this one. He's just going to early blimp the Town Hall with the Rage Bell, gets it down. King and Queen to walk from 9 towards 6, and then just E-Dragons the top left side of the base, and it's as simple as that. The early warden ability, the double rage, the freeze, the third rage there in the core, and then just keep freezing where you need to keep the E-Dragons alive. And that's all she wrote for this base. He still has the Royal Champion as well that he's going to throw in over at 230, just like that. Nicely done here to Tom. And this one wasn't even close on time either. In fact, most of the attacks in this war were less than 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Some of them, like Nick's attack, was only like a minute and a half. I mean, just crazy how fast some of these attacks were. We were just fighting to see who could triple a base fastest. And I mean, on this one, he's got like 4 E-Dragons still alive. Crazy. And with the king and the warden, they're just doing cleanup here, so we're going to ×4 through this one. That way we can show all the attacks in relatively quick time here. Guys, if you want to see this war live, the actual VOD of when it happened live, go check out Hooked to Clash's channel. He was the one who streamed this war live. He's got all the live reactions, the chat, and everything. It's a really great video. I'm going to link it down in the description, at the very top of the description. So make sure you guys go check it out. Give Hook some love. Let's go ahead and jump here into the third attack of the war. Coming in with the Zap Lalo from Danny on this one. He's just going to zap right here for the sweeper, the clan castle, the warden, and then triple quake to damage the left side inferno tower. That way he can use his RC for that. And then it should be easy to sui the town hall. Now he's actually going to sui his king into the town hall, and then have his queen walk down and go for the single target inferno, and it's going to work out great. So just watch how he does this here. Royal Champion made a nice funnel over there. He tries to funnel with a couple of wounds. Of course, a Tesla pops. That kind of throws him off. But that's okay. He's still going to be able to drop the BK to walk in toward the Town Hall, because the baby dragon's going to make a nice funnel over there on the left side. He even sends in an Ice Golem just to help. Then a Giant and the Queen to force the King in toward that Wizard Tower. And that's exactly where he goes. Nice job to Danny. And then we'll fast forward a little bit here. You can see the King's going to pop his ability. He'll be able to get the Town Hall down. Queen's going to pop her ability. She'll be able to get the Inferno Tower. And then look, he actually gets really close to the Queen, taking out that scatter shot. And then he's just going to do a nice, easy Lalo from this bottom right side of the base. Freeze the scatter shot. Haste the first group of loons. There's Teslas over at 3 o'clock. Going to pop the Warden ability with the Headhunters here as we move into the enemy Queen. She gets absolutely annihilated right there. And then the loons just doing their slow flight into the back end of the base. And he still has a Stone Slammer here that he's going to be able to use on the back end for the Royal Champion right here as the Hound pops and checks for any traps. Then we haste into the scatter shot in the core. We find a tornado trap, and the Stone Slammer is going to be able to pop, and our dragon in there is going to be able to take out the Royal Champion. Beautiful Lalo here from Eve Check. Danny at OP as always. He even swags 3 loons that he still has in the army camp, but he's going to use them right there just to help with time on cleanup. And that's going to be a clan clash triple, the second one here for Tribe Gaming in this war. Let's go ahead and check out their second attack next. They were able to triple Izu's base here with another E-Dragon attack. Let's see how they do this one. Check out the time. It's going to be a 2-minute attack right here. Super fast. Again, the early Warden ability, the early double rage. King and Queen are going to walk from 12 toward 9. He's even going to freeze the multi over there just to help the King and Queen kind of suey the enemy Queen, and then just continue raging and freezing the E-Dragons. And look, he didn't even blimp the Town Hall. He used a Stone Slammer early. That's how confident he was in these E-Dragons getting all the way to the back end of the base where the Town Hall was. Honestly, a little risky if you ask me, but you know what? It's going to work out well for Hanoi Royal here. And they're going to triple Izu's base with this. The Royal Champion going to be able to not quite get that Expo and air defense, but the E-Dragons are going to be able to chain them as they get to these trash buildings on the outside. Boom, right there. They're going to chain the air defense, and it goes down. And that's another triple for them. So 2 E-Dragon triples for them, a Dragon Dragbat, and a Sui Lalo triple for us. Let's go ahead and see what was next. We had me coming in with the next attack, or no, Eve Maxi coming in with the next attack. Right here, another Zap Lalo, guys. Zap Lalo is just the meta right now. I mean, you see Queen Walkers doing it on every single attack, like at least 3 attacks a war. They're doing Zap Lalo. We're starting to do it a lot more as well. It's just really OP right now in the current meta. It's so hard to defend because oftentimes, like this attack here, you don't even have to zap the CC. So you can find zap value somewhere else and you can still fight the CC through the Lalo, like Maxi's going to do here. He uses the Royal Champion to grab that scatter shot with the Quake as well. Funnel the Ice Golem, King, Queen, and even the Royal Champion coming to help into that Eagle Artillery compartment, and they're going to be able to get a ton of value. He has a delayed wall breaker that he's going to use here in a little bit. King and Ice Golem are tanking for the Queen here. He sends the wall breaker, and he wants it to break open that corner exactly where it busted. So perfectly done here from Maxi. King, Queen are going to keep working their way over here toward the right. He wants the Queen to keep going and kill the enemy Queen here in a little bit and take out the Sweeper, which is exactly what she's going to do. So beautifully done here, using the King ability to push the Queen in toward the enemy Queen, where he can pop her ability. She'll get the Queen, she'll get the Sweeper, the Wizard Tower, and then he's free to start the Lalo from the top left side of the base, straight into the Clan Castle troops, and eventually he'll get to the Town Hall. But here we go, Warden with the first group of loons. That's sometimes a little risky, but he's going to actually follow the loons like a good boy this time. We're pulling Clan Castle troops. It looks like a bunch of archers, and what else is in there? There's going to be Headhunters, so you got to watch out. You got to zap those. He's going to zap right there, but he only got one of the Headhunters, missed the other one, but he'll be able to pop the Warden ability here, and the pups will be able to kill the Headhunter, and they do. Nicely done. Stone Slammer for the back end. Pop the Warden ability there for the loons going into the Town Hall. The main group of loons is hitting the Tornado Trap and the Tesla Farm in the core, so it's a good thing that the topside group of loons went to the Town Hall, and he was able to use the Warden ability there. He's got a leftover freeze that he can use in the core. Really didn't even need it. It's another overkill triple here with the Lalo from Maxi. Beautiful hit from him. He's going to get it done with at least 93 loons still alive. Jeez, that was crushed. Beautiful hit from Maxi. And now let's see what they come back with. They already had 2 triples with the E-Dragons. Can they get another triple with E-Dragons? No, this time they're coming in with a Sui Lalo. No zaps on this one. This is old school Sui Lalo. He's got a poison, he's got 2 skeleton spells, and only 1 Headhunter. Let's see how he does this. King and Queen over at 9 o'clock. Ice Golem at 7:30 with the Royal Champ behind, and even a Bowler just to help damage that Archer Tower a little bit. Good value there for the funnel. Ice Golem pops. Royal Champ's going to have to pop her ability. He has to invest a freeze spell just to keep that Royal Champion alive. Now she pops her ability, and she's actually going to get wrecked by that Headhunter, so he's going to invest a second freeze spell. And she barely gets the the Inferno Tower down. Queen pops her ability for the Town Hall. She gets the Headhunter, and now will she pop the Hound? There's one Expo on her. We still have a poison spell, and yes, she is indeed going to pop the Hound. He's going to drop that poison right there. Archer to help assist kill one of the pups, and she's just barely going to get all the pups down right before she dies. And he's starting the Lalo on the top left side of the base here. Straight into the Tesla farm, straight into the scatter shot. His first Hound hits a tornado trap. The scatter shot's moving south. Everybody's skipping that first scatter shot in one of the Teslas. So interesting Lalo pathing here. He's going to rage up the group of loons in the core. Remember, this was a Sui Lalo, not a Zap Lalo, so he's got a ton of spells. He can pop the Warden ability right there as the loons were taking shots from both scatters. He's going to drop one skeleton spell on each side of this wall. He had two rages for the Lalo, and he completely skipped the first scatter, but it doesn't matter. He completely skips the scatter, and then he'll be able to come back to it later, and he still has a haste. Let's fast forward through some of this right here. In 2x speed, he's got cleanup minions on the bottom side. He still has a Hound up. Warden's going to take out the scatter shot. The loons are going to split for cleanup, and that's all she wrote. Nice hit there from Hanoi Royal. Interesting stuff with the normal Sui Lalo with 2 Skelly spells. I'm surprised he didn't just bring like 5 Headhunters and try to use them in the Warden ability. Instead, he went for the Skelly spells, but it ended up working out for him pretty well. So GG's to Demi. That one's going to get it done. Let's go ahead and check out the next attack, which is going to be by me, coming in with another Zap Lalo, guys. Like I said, it's just working right now for everybody. Let's go ahead and see how I do this one. I'm going to zap the CC and both Expos, and then I'm going to drop 3 Quakes to damage the single target Inferno on the bottom side here. And look at the time also. This one wasn't even close on time. 2 minutes and 15 seconds for this one. It's going to completely overkill the base here. Clan Castle's down. Inferno Tower's damaged. I want to use the Royal Champ ability early. Boom, boom. Chains the Inferno just like I wanted. As soon as she's distracting the cannon, I can funnel the army camp. And then we're going to start the Sui over here. I want to get the top side scatter shot, the Royal Champ, the multi-target Inferno. My Royal Champ pulls the tornado trap, and that actually stalls her up quite a bit. And because of that, she's not going to kill the enemy Warden like I kind of wanted her to. But that's okay. We'll just get that later. Queen's going to shoot the cannon, she'll shoot the Wizard Tower, and then she'll keep moving up because the funnel is set. I'm going to use 2 loons to funnel that mortar on the top side. Wall break in for the King so he can help kill the enemy Royal Champion or the multi-target Inferno. But I'm going to have to pop my Queen ability here for all that anyway. So King's going to go in, distract the Royal Champion a little bit, which is nice. Then I'll pop my Queen ability, and she'll get all the value I wanted her to get. And then we're free to start this Lalo. And I'm going to start it from the top side of the base here. I want to wait to see if Queen can get that Wizard Tower. She is actually going to get the Tesla and the Wizard Tower, which definitely helps out a bunch. So now we got the Lalo coming in from the top side. Unfortunately, that Eagle targeted my group of loons there, so they took a beating from the beginning. We're going to drop a Blimp from the top side, 3 Headhunters, and I'm going to do an early Warden ability right there as the Hounds are flying across the base. That Queen gets melted by the Headhunters, and we're going to freeze the Scatter Shot and the Sweepers, and then freeze it again, the Scatter Shot and the Sweepers, just to make sure that my Blimp gets all the way to the Town Hall and that these loons are not taking any damage from the Scatter Shot. In the Blimp, I brought a Hound and 5 Sneaky Goblins. Then I'm going to haste these loons into the Scatter Shot, and I got another haste that I can use on the bottom side. And I could swag it, but I'm going to use it there just for time. I mean, we have 43.5 loons still alive. A Lava Hound that didn't even pop. I mean, this base is just absolutely crushed. Let's fast forward through the cleanup here. This was a plan from Nick. He always comes up with some good Zap Lalo plans, so thanks to him for that one. And I was able to execute it good enough here to get it done with basically extra haste there that I didn't even need. But I used it because we were trying to triple these bases as fast as we can, because before the war was over, we didn't actually know that time wouldn't be the tiebreaker, so we kind of thought it was. That's why we were trying to be as fast as possible. Let's check out the next attack from Hanoi Royal here, coming in with the Queen Charge Hybrid on Maxie's base. And this one, look at the time again, super fast attack. I mean, everybody was having fast attacks in this war. You're going to start off with a Yeti funnel on the bottom side, Wall Breaker on the top side. That Yeti is actually going to be able to take out the Archer Tower, which is really nice. Thanks to those loons helping get the Tesla. Ooh, the Yeti Mites actually don't get the Archer Tower, but Queen, he's starting her up here at 11. Baby Dragon Funnel on the top side. He sends in 2 Hogs for that Archer Tower over there at 10. That way he can get Queen to go inside for the scatter shot. That's what he wants here. He's got 1 more Cocoloon that he can use. Baby Dragon makes good enough of a funnel that Queen goes in. There goes the Cocoloon. He actually loses a healer to a Seeking Air Mine there. Out come the CC troops. What do we got? Archers, Headhunters, and Super Minions. So he's going to drop the Poison and the Freeze right there to kill the Headhunters and to negate some of the damage from the Super Minions. So very well done. Often what you have to do with these CCs now, if you're doing a Queen charge, you have to drop the Poison right away. You have to drop the Freeze as well, and you have to hit the Super Minions and the Headhunters in that Freeze while they're still inside the Poison. It's not easy to do. You got to be fast. And then he's going to use King and Siege Barracks on the right side over here. Queen's still alive. He pops her ability. Heal spell going into the Town Hall. Then the Warden ability. And he even catches the Headhunters in the Warden ability so they can take out the enemy King and the enemy Royal Champ before they do any damage to his hybrid troop. So some OP stuff here from Hanoi Royal on this attack. King's going to wrap around the right side of the base. Still has his ability. Queen already used her ability, but she's still going strong. She's going to keep wrapping around the outside here, stay alive for a little bit longer, and do some nice cleanup. He has a leftover Rage that he's actually going to use on the hybrid in the core of the base here as they path through the multi, through the Tornado Trap, get into that Eagle Artillery, and make their way toward that bottom side single target Inferno. Honestly, just a nice plan here from Hanoi Royal, and they're going to get it done on this base. This one got absolutely smashed again. The Queen's going to stay alive. The Royal Champ's going to stay alive. The BK's still alive. The Warden's still alive. He didn't lose any heroes, and he still has a ton of hybrid troops up. Beautiful hit there from Hanoi Royal. And at this point, both teams were 4-4. And then Izu coming in with the last attack for Tribe with a hybrid of his own. And let's see how he's going to do it. Again, another quick attack. Only 2 minutes and 26 seconds for this one. Early Yeti over at 11. A couple of Hogs here to pull that Clan Castle out nice and early. Then the Queen up on the top right side is where he's going to start the charge. He got the full CC pull, but it's a little sketchy because he poisons the Super Minions. He freezes the Headhunters, but there's too many Archers and Headhunters, so he's like, you know what? I'm not going to waste my second freeze. I'm just going to go ahead and pop the Queen ability, and I think that was the right call. The only way he could have done that better is to actually save the first freeze and just pop the Queen ability to begin with, since he didn't bring 2 poisons. That way he would have actually still had 2 freezes at this point. But he gets his Queen to go into that compartment. She takes out the Inferno. He gets the double layer wall break. She takes out the enemy Queen. Now she cuts the funnel for the hybrid that he's going to send in from 10:30. King and Siege Barracks at 9 o'clock. And then he just keeps raging the Queen to keep her alive here. She's going to get some really good value. His Road Champ moving into the core there for the single target Inferno. And then the hybrid troops are just going to stay alive forever. He's still got Hogs to come out of the Siege Barracks from 9 o'clock. Here they come. Queen's still alive. She's going to go down soon. Miners on the top side because the main group of hybrids skipped that first gold storage for some reason. Queen goes down, and he's going to get a bit of a healer swap here. He pops the Warden ability to save his Royal Champion. Nicely done there. And then he still has 1 more heal and the Royal Champ ability that he's going to use right here going into this backside scatter shot. And the base is crushed. He's even going to have healers come over and start healing up some of his troops. They're going to be on the Warden here for a while though, because of course they don't want to heal the hybrid or the Royal Champion or anything useful. And then he's just trying to use all his back-end wizards and stuff to help with time. I mean, amazing hit from Izu. The Queen charge started off looking really, really sketchy, but he was able to keep his Queen alive like a pro because he is really good at Queen charges. And a beautiful hit there from Izu. And that gave us the perfect war. 15 stars there. And let's go ahead and check out their last attack. They had to triple here just to tie it up after we got the perfect war. And they were able to do it, coming in with the Queen charge hybrid again on Nick's base here. Starting off with the Queen on the bottom side. Yeti over at 4:30 to funnel the right side. And then he's going to send a wall breaker to the air defense. It's actually a really nice wall break that he gets because it's going to give him access to everything. Raging the Queen, pulling the CC troops right there. A Hound that the Queen's going to have to deal with. It'll take her quite a while to deal with it, but eventually she'll get through it. And then he's going to start the Siege Barracks at 3. King as well. And he's just going to send the hybrid super early here before the Queen even deals with the Town Hall. There goes the hybrid straight into the Eagle. Early heal to try and keep everybody alive. Queen's going to get the Town Hall down. Then he can pop the Warden ability as they move into the core where there's 2 scatter shots. And the hybrid just going to make their way up top. There goes the last heal. King pops his ability on the top side. He even sneaks in a Headhunter there to take out the enemy Queen. And his Queen still moving through the bottom side of the base here. She really is never going to die. He's got 2 freezes still left over. He's using 1 right there to save the Royal Champion. And then he doesn't even really need the second freeze whatsoever. Can basically swag it. There's the Tornado Trap in the core. He freezes the Tesla Farm just to keep that Royal Champion alive to make cleanup a little bit faster. And boom, there it is. The perfect war for Hanoi Royal against us as well. Nicely done to them. And if we take a look at the average attack duration, Tribe Gaming with only 2 minutes and 4 seconds to their 2 minutes and 13 seconds. So if average attack duration was the tiebreaker, Tribe would have won. However, we're going to be redoing the war. We're going to have a rematch here, and it's going to be live streamed on Twitch by Hooked to Clash, guys. So make sure you go check him out on Twitch. It's going to be on Tuesday, I think around 6:30 p.m. CET, which is, I believe, 12:30 p.m. EST. Make sure you guys go check it out if you can. It's going to be awesome. This was a fun war. GG's to Hanoi Royal. It's awesome seeing a perfect. You don't see it too often, and I really encourage you to go check out Hook's video if you want to see the live reactions, the Twitch chat, and everything happening live, because it was awesome. Make sure you go check it out. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you for all the support, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.